The Chiefs clinched the top seed, home field, and the lone first-round bye with a win over the Falcons. Now, the Chiefs' only loss this season was to the Raiders, who are currently on the outside looking in. So who can beat the Chiefs in the AFC, Steve?
Well, I have to say the Buffalo Bills because of their outstanding defense. When you go back and look at the Kansas City Chiefs versus New Orleans Saints defense played darn near perfect, and yet they still lost the game. But it did show you if you can get a little bit of pressure on Kansas City and Patrick Mahomes, that things can get a little shaky, and that gives them an opportunity. That was also the game that Drew Brees was back after having a layover for not playing for over a month. So that in itself is an outlier. But I like the Buffalo Bills because of their strong defense and obviously with the acquisition of Stephon Diggs.
They lost to Kansas City week 6, but they continue to get better and better and better. They were kind of going through a little bit of a rough patch back then, like a 3-week stretch. So this is a little bit of a different team now. I like that. All right, so MJD, what are we thinking here? Plot twist, look at us in the same studio. Oh, my goodness.
I didn't think they were going to do it.
I know. They did it. They just did it. So.
Good to see you.
Hey.
All right. Look, this is my thing with the Kansas City Chiefs. I don't think there's a team but the Chiefs that can beat themselves. If you look at some of their games, Steve was talking about the New Orleans Saints game. That wasn't their best game put together as a whole, yet they were able to find a way to win. If you go back to the Miami Dolphins game, where Patrick Mahomes threw 3 interceptions, yet they scored 30 points. I mean, for me, they're too explosive offensively. They put too much stress on the other offense, have to score points. And the one game that they did lose, it was to the lost Oakland Raiders. I'm not ready to call them Vegas yet. The lost Oakland Raiders.
The buses circled Arrowhead.
Right, and they scored 40 points. And so we're watching these highlights. Mahomes, he's not playing well. He took a 30-yard sack in this game, right? He didn't really play his best game, yet they still scored 30 points. And this is why they're one of the best teams, because they can strike like that at any time.
So nobody can beat them?
Only them.
Just that's it?
Only they can beat themselves.
All right, okay. Irv, how about this? We did see the Bills, who Steve just talked about, beat the Steelers 2 weeks ago, part of Pittsburgh's 3-game losing streak. They have the Colts and then the Browns coming up. Are they going to win another game here and get back on track before the playoffs?
Well, listen, Colleen, I'm seriously starting to doubt that. And I know, and we have been looking at all the ornaments on the tree, the nice things like Ben Roethlisberger, how's he playing? Oh, they're dropping passes. Oh, they can't run the football. Those are all the fruits that are on the tree. But the root of all of that is that offensive line. They've had 3 starting sets of offensive lines in the last 3 games. And now the drops you can fix. If Roethlisberger seeing the field, you can fix. Those things they can get corrected. But that offensive line, I'm starting to worry if they can get it corrected. You couldn't get it right for the Cincinnati or the NFC least Washington team. Those are the get-right games. You got the Colts and the Browns coming up for the last 2 games of the season. Those are some tough teams to beat.
Losing to the Bengals and Washington, definitely troubling. Those drops, they have 35 of them. Deontay Johnson there is top of the list, leads the league with 12 of them. So, yes, they have to clean them up.
But he did a great job last week.
He did.
He did a great job. He didn't drop any passes. I've never seen a receiver come out 3 hours and started catching balls before a game, but he did. You know, I'm a pure receiver. Steve probably say he's a pure receiver, too. So catching is what I did. I caught the doctor's hand when he tried to spank me at birth. I caught his hand. I catch everything. Good. So I don't need to learn how to catch. Just get open.
All right, so that should be the pep talk for them to clean up all of those drops. But one team the Steelers have not faced this year, the Dolphins. Get out of here, Irv. Their turnaround has been incredible to watch. And one guy you can't miss is Xavier Howard. He's having a career year. He leads the league in interceptions, just got named to his 2nd Pro Bowl, and he might just have a new celebration brewing.
Intercepted by X-Man.
The X-Man got another one. He's one of the best corners in this league.
You put your goals on your mirror so you can see them every morning. What did the mirror tell you?
You got goals, you got to write them down so you can see them every day, and you approach that day with the mindset that you got to attack these goals. But my goals, they getting close. I'm reaching some of the goals that I put on the wall.
Again, X-Man!
What a year he's He's having.
You are on the verge of double-digit interceptions. Why do you think this year has been such an insanely successful year?
I'm healthy. Me and the team, we had bought into Flores. We all just sticking together and playing together as a team, and we making stuff happen. Having that confidence in the players around and having confidence just being on the field and able to perform this year, it's been big.
A few weeks ago, you intercepted another Pro Bowler.
It is intercepted in the end zone by Xavier Howard.
Big time play by one of the better corners, if not the best in the league.
Where does it rank for you among the plays that you've made this year?
That was my number one, but I couldn't forget about the couple plays I had in 2018 also. Tom Brady caught 2 interceptions on a Monday night.
X-Man, what an interception.
Wow.
Them plays like that give me the confidence to go out there and attack every ball.
Played a great game.
Last week, you guys beat the Patriots. Was that win extra satisfying?
We needed that, and that was the next team in front of us. With the rivalry we have with the Patriots, it's been 5 years. We always wanted to beat the Patriots. That clinched everything for us, and that was a big win for us.
11 straight years in the playoffs ends today.
This team hasn't been to the playoffs since 2016. What would it mean to be the team that finally is able to do that?
Making the playoff, that'd be great for the team, especially a young team, and we got something we can build on, and just preparing for next year, that'll bring a lot to the table.
There's a very long line of X's in sports. I mean, you have Dez that just threw up the X. You have Brian Dawkins, who was Weapon X. You ever thought about where you fall in the pantheon of X's?
I wanted to throw up the X, but Dez Bryant already did that, so I ain't want to copy him.
But he's not named like X-Dez Bryant. You are Xavier.
Right.
Maybe next week you throw it up. Just try it on. Yeah, see how that works out.
I'm gonna do that.
Oh, let's see if he does it today. It's usually all about the takeaways for Howard, but it's the holidays, so he's all in on giveaways like this. How about 100 kids now have new bikes, courtesy of him? An awesome event to help out his community and bring some smiles this time of year there in Miami Gardens. That is awesome stuff. We'll see him do his thing a little later, but first we'll see former Dolphin Ndamukong Suh. Will he have a smile on his face when he finishes out the day wide? The award recognizes NFL players who not only exhibit excellence on the field, but whose passion to impact lives extends far beyond the game. And Mike Evans is one of those players. As the Bucs nominee for the Walter Payton Man of the Year, he's affected the lives of so many young people, which has changed his own life in the process.
What position you play?
I play safety. Yeah. I play
so you can tackle?
Yeah.
Well, I feel like the youth is so important because that's what our world's going to be one day. So just keep working hard, and you can do anything you want to do. The Mike Evans Family Foundation tries to help impoverished kids get to college. Do you make good grades?
Yeah.
Yeah. We just want to help people while we can because we've been blessed throughout our life. That's y'all stuff. Y'all want something for Christmas, huh? We pay it forward and we show them the right away, then our world will be in good hands.
Marco.
Hey.
What's up, buddy? How you doing?
Hey, I'm doing good.
I met a young man by the name of Marco Salas.
Good to see you, man.
Me too, I'm happy.
I believe he was 23 years old and he was battling cancer.
I went to the hospital because I was feeling stomach pain. Found out a couple of days ago I had 4 months of life.
And he just has such a great spirit about him, just such a happy, positive guy.
Marco, he was a good son. He was my life.
When Marco passed, I wanted to help the family in some way because going through a tragedy like that is very tough. So, I just wanted to, pay for the funeral and just try to take away some of the stress.
Nobody do nothing like that. Might have a big heart.
You being my favorite player?
My man, that means a lot, man.
That was his dream, meet Mike.
So it's just very touching, somebody that dying wish is to meet me. And I'm just a football player, so he gave me extra motivation. Winning the Walter Payton Man of the Year award, it'd probably be over every award I got, Pro Bowl or All-American in college. This would be better. I just want to be remembered as a great person with a big heart, a great father, a great husband, and a damn good football player. Just check all those off, and that'll be the biggest accomplishment.